are big deals all throughout the year. But when we get into Black Friday weekend, they become a little bit more extraordinary. I get to point out to you, this is the newest iPad. This is Generation 9. I have it in two different memory sizes. I've got a 64 gig and I've got a 256 gig. And then you get extras. I want to point out that when you buy an iPad directly from Apple, great people, amazing inventions, what you get is you get your iPad and then you also get your charging cable. That's it. Now you get a really pretty white box that for some reason you hold on to for the rest of your life, but that's all you get is the iPad and your charger. We know that it takes a lot more to give you the entire iPad experience. So what we've done is we have included a hard shell case with a Bluetooth wireless keyboard. We're also giving you wireless earbuds. We're giving you a really nice hands-free stand, your first stylus, an extension cable, a cleaning cloth, and you're also getting some little added privacy keepers for the camera and some great software to go along with it. You also get a soft neoprene bag. I'll run through all the colors that are available, and then I'll bring my friend in. Before we begin, you do make a decision as to whether or not you want space gray, which is a darker charcoal gray, or classic silver. Now, with that said, in some ways it doesn't matter because you're going to put it in a hard shell case anyway, like the one that I've got back here. But I will say the space gray is by far the most limited. So the color choices are, according to the hard shell case, is iridescent, rose gold, which will come with a white bag. We've got the capri or turquoise, tropical lush, classic silver, and then also the black. I don't have many in any of these different configurations. This is what so many people are dreaming of for the holidays. We'll get into all the software in just a second. I want to show you what else comes with it, okay? That software suite is not normally included. So we're giving you the Bluetooth case I told you about, the earbuds, the carrying case. You're looking at a $614 add-on for accessories when my sale price is $499.98, or stepping up to the 256 gig, $679.98. Justin Sachoka is our Apple representative here at QVC. He's broadcasting live from his home via Skype. It's good to see you again. How are you?
I'm good. I saw you in the studio a little bit earlier this morning, so nice to see you virtually as well. I'm hanging out with you all day today, Dan.
Yeah, it's going to be a busy. Poor Justin. We've got some guests who they've got to run into the studio to be on one network, then run home to Skype for the other network. You're going to rack up frequent flyer miles today.
Yeah, I most certainly will. There's no doubt. You know what? If you are somebody that racks up those frequent flyer miles, having an iPad keep you entertained in the airport, to keep you entertained while you're waiting on the lounge or flying on that flight is an absolute must. Dan, in the pandemic, a lot of airlines actually went in and they got rid of the little screens that were on a seat.
Mm-hmm.
And instead, they just assume that you're going to bring a tablet. So there's no doubt that the world we live in today, it's vital that you have a tablet, that you have a great one. And the best one is Apple. There is nothing better than an Apple iPad. From all the different things that you can do on it to all the different features that are built inside of this and the specifications that truly make Apple special, you will fall in love with being able to stream your content, your movies, be able to check your email, your bank account, send text messages from here or FaceTime with your family and friends. There is a lot to love about an Apple iPad. There's no doubt about that.
Here's the one that caught me off guard. When you think about it, you just kind of think, yeah, the iPad, it's been around forever. You know, the iPhone, everybody knows the iPhone.
Sure.
The iPad has not been around forever. It's only been around for what, about 16 years?
Since, even less, 2010. It was actually created in 2010. So we're talking about only 12 years now that the Apple iPad has been around. And it's crazy to think that there are so many of us out there that have only ever had one, the first one we picked up. And maybe that was a generation 3 or 4 or 5. Dan, this is a major upgrade from those generations. This is going to be a 10.2-inch tablet versus what was a 9.7. The screen is going to be that much better. You're going to have a much better display. Live photos are going to be a part of this now, and an ultra-wide camera as well. So as far as those physical features go, I'm not in the shot right now. Oh, wait, why don't I just pinch out? And there I am.
Yeah.
You've got the ability to have that ultra-wide camera and have an even better Zooming or FaceTiming or Skyping experience.
So where is Generation 9 in the hierarchy, so to speak?
Yep. So there are 10 generations, with the 10th just being released. The 10th also
A couple
being
weeks ago.
a lot of money. Yeah, just a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah.
It's a completely different iteration from what this is. And as a matter of fact, Apple didn't usually they will discontinue the generation. But with this one, they look at the 10th generation kind of in its own category. So they still support this. They still make this. So this is what's called the 9th gen. It is a major upgrade from all of the previous generations. Double the memory, was always 32, 128. Now it's 64, 256. Much better processor. We're talking about the A13 Bionic chip. So significantly improve the speed, better resolution, bigger display. You know, everything with Apple, the great thing is that you can do software updates where anytime they release something new, so with the 10th generation, there was iOS 16, you just download it. And all of a sudden you have the new features on here, but you can't change the physical features, meaning you can't change the weight of this. You can't change the camera that's in this. And yet we give you the same camera that you see in the 10th generation. We give you this pretty much the same specs as what you see in the 10th generation. It is still a phenomenal, amazing tablet that you can pick up today. And it's from the leader in the tablet world, which of course is Apple.
Yeah, again, it's really funny. I mean, it was the latest, the greatest, the most up-to-date until a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, exactly.
That 10th generation, a much higher price tag. Now, one thing you cannot change is the amount of memory, because that's built into it. So there is a choice in which to be made between the 64 gigabyte or the 256 gigabyte. And the difference in price, the 64 gig is just under $500. If you want to double that memory, in fact, it's more than double. It's going to be $679.98. But talk some numbers of just how much memory means when you're storing photographs or full high definition video.
Yeah, so a gigabyte is our unit of measurement that we use to determine how many photos, videos, music, application, emails, you name it, how much stuff essentially can we put on our iPad. And take a look at this chart, 64 gigabytes versus the 256. The difference of 26,000 photos or 110,000 photos. Dan, that's a big difference. You know, that's the difference between the little closet that you have in your foyer versus the walk-in closet that you have in your bedroom. You can fit a lot more stuff on the 256. But if you're someone like me that is okay to have 21 hours of video because I'm constantly, managing it. If I watch a TV show, I delete the episode and then I re-download a new one. And I don't mind that process. I go with the 64 gigabytes. But if you're the type of person who loves to watch a movie over and over again, or you've ever received the message that says, I can't download that TV show, you don't have enough room, delete some stuff and make space for more, then you are a 256 gigabyte user. You're the person who wants to hold up to 44,800 songs, 84 hours of video, or 110,000 photos. If you're a streamer, you go on to the left side of that chart. If you're a downloader, or if you're somebody that's going to share this tablet, absolutely, you are going to go on the right-hand side with that 256 gigabyte.
The accessories really make our opportunity here at QVC amazing. You know, that 9th generation is the one that most of us are looking for. Now, there's always going to be those who have to have the newest, have to have the best. That's the 10th generation, but that comes along with a price tag that's a few $100s more expensive. You still get Touch ID. You're still getting that Retina display, which is the finest in the industry. And now it's an even bigger picture than it was before. True Tone means it knows what the lighting is in your room. Adjust for it accordingly. And of course, the touchscreen just makes it very convenient in which to use. That A13 Bionic chip is fast. I mean, that thing is amazingly quick. It really does put all other tablets to shame, does it not?
Oh, it most certainly does. I mean, Dan, you've been to the Consumer Electronics Show many times, as have I. We've met with many different tablet makers that are out there, and it's the same conversation with every other tablet maker. We made the glass just like Apple. We made the body just like Apple. Everybody always tries to replicate what Apple does, but nobody has been able to build an operating system that is as seamless and easy to use. I mean, take a look at this. If I'm scrolling through, everything with Apple makes sense. If I want to push all these over to the right, see more applications, I take my finger and I push it all to the right. If I open up a photo and I want to zoom in, I just simply pinch to make it bigger.
Yeah.
And then, I mean, even like this, like look how you can see the detail of the plant that's in the back there. Look how you can see the writing that's on the book. The detail and imagery of this tablet is really quite impressive. It is quite amazing as to what it is that you're going to see and experience. Dan, I like to do some wild and crazy things when I travel, and photos, which are live photos in here, create little videos. So when you take a picture, it actually takes like a little
So
multi-second
tell the truth.
video.
Did you slide down that or trip and fall?
How I tripped and fell. No, I slid down that. So this was in Indonesia on a vacation a few years ago, and there I am going right down the waterfall. Not that I suggest that necessarily by any way, shape, or form, but that was one of those, you know, you look back on your life and you're like, oh, what are some of the crazy things I've done? This right here. And not only do I have a picture, but I have that little video as the proof of it all. You can see me as I slide down. I mean, that's the technology that you want. That's the camera that you want to capture all of those incredible, amazing moments. And this is going to do that for you. And then when you want to be on the go and you want to be on the move, Dan, look at this. Folds up. Take it with you. You've got protection. Oh, I want to go to the coffee shop and answer some emails. Let me take out not my laptop, but my iPad that kind of replicates the laptop.
Yeah, this really was the generation of iPad that blurred the lines between a personal computer and a tablet. And it's the first one that even Apple themselves said, you know, this will work as a small computer, but with 64 gig or being able to really step up to 256 gigs of memory, along with that particular Bionic chip, the A13, you've got lightning fast responses. So it's like having a small version of a laptop computer. There's not much you can do on a desktop or a laptop you can't do now on a 9th generation iPad. And we're giving you all the accessories. You want to, again, make two choices. Do I want the space gray or the silver? Then you need to decide if you want the 64 gig in memory, which is $499.98, or step it up to the 256 at $679.98. And then we start adding on the accessories. The only accessory you get when you buy an iPad elsewhere is the charging cable. We then add in that hard shell case, wireless earbuds, a soft shell carrying pouch, a Bluetooth wireless keyboard. We're giving you a hands-free stand because people now binge watch their favorite episodes, Yellowstone or what have you, on their iPads. We're giving you your first stylus, an extension cord for the charger, a cleaning cloth, and then these are little privacy covers for the camera to just make you feel a little bit better. And then we're giving you iPad services. When you add it all up, even on the 64 gig, we're giving you more money in accessories than what you're being asked to pay for the iPad and the accessories together. That's over $600 in accessories. So let's run through these colors again. This is iridescent, rose gold, capri, tropical lush, silver, and then your choice of black. Do you know of anybody that if they were to receive a 9th generation iPad as a holiday gift, that they wouldn't be thrilled?
I'll tell you, we gave my grandma an iPad for, it was her 80th birthday. Tears immediately. As soon as she saw that white box, she knew exactly what it was. And Dan, for her, she lives in an apartment complex. It's just her. This is the way she connects with her friends. This is the way that she connects with her family. She listens to music on this. She watches TV shows. She watches you and I all the time, constantly streaming in the QVC application. She does her shopping on here. And she's a photographer. So she's a nature photographer. And she goes around her little retirement community taking pictures of everybody that she can. And she goes through and I'm like, Grandma, who is this? And she's like, oh, that's Joanne's granddaughter that came over to visit. And she takes pictures and she edits them and she emails them to everybody. For her, the tablet, the iPad is her entire life. And the way that she uses it is different than the way that I use it. And it's different the way that Dan uses it. And it's different than the way that you're going to use it at home as well. Everybody uses these devices in their own unique way. But getting it at home, giving it a try, that's the most important part to do. And while we're on that picture, what's really cool with this is you can actually do things where you can tag people in here as well. So this will have facial recognition. It can recognize Kirsten, put her into her own folder. And then if you want to find a photo of her, you simply just look up her name and it will come up. I mean, high-end technology, but easy to